This time on Jesters Garage, we're at the Boise Roadster Show. I'm going to show you my favorites, because if I showed you everything, it might take 2 or 3 hours. Directly in, the first thing I was hit with was this 35 International. That blown Hemi reflected off the firewall like it was a mirror. That black paint was incredible. The stance was perfect, and that brown leather interior complemented the black paint perfectly. Kindig sent his latest. Kev, Dog, and Will were there early, prepping the cars. These guys are the real deal. They took time to talk shop. I was privileged with a lanyard pass, so I got in there early to get some really nice shots. These cars can be seen on Bitchin' Rides. That's one of my favorite shows on Motor Trend. Later on in the day, these two gentlemen were signing autographs and posing for pictures with their fans. Wow, there's a lot to see. I come down here from Lewiston every year. Have been doing it for 20 years. Let's check out some hot rods. These three were in one group, and they were outrageous. They were low slung, and they were built kind of a modern traditional. They all screamed badass. It was a trifecta of power plants, zoomies, blowers, and fuel injection. Did I mention I'm a truck guy, and I love my Model A's. This Roadster pickup was sporting a nailhead Buick and an Indian motorcycle in the back. And that's a polar opposite contrast to this stock truck. But as you can see, both of these rigs are Roadsters. One of these trucks will get you there on time. One of these trucks will get you there and it's back in time. This closed cab Model A has got a certain citrus flavor to it. And there you have 3 examples on how to build a Model A truck. And in the Chevy corner, you've got this 34-35 panel. That's a lot of red, and I love it. Nothing yells factory custom more than a Chevrolet Cameo. Back at the Ford camp, we have a 55. And what show would be complete without a 67 to 72 Chevy? A Hot Rod 55 and a custom Willis Overland Wagoneer. I spent a lot of time taking in this 56 holes. Every corner of this car was gorgeous. They built this car to perfection. It had a custom Carson top. The mirror perfect paint reflected that sculptured interior. nicknamed the Old Sled. That stitch work was perfect. And under the hood was absolutely stunning. And the front end of this Oldsmobile featured a Corvette grille. Every once in a while, you stumble across a car you have never seen before. What you have here is a Mercury Voyager. No doubt in response to the Chevrolet Nomad and the Pontiac Safari. But hey, this is a Merc. It probably has a few more options. Now let's check out some traditional hot rods. Like this early Willis Gasser. Nothing is more timeless than a 32 Ford Roadster. The licks on this Model B were awesome. Every angle of Ford's first V8 is beautiful. And I'm assuming that somewhere in Idaho comes this 34. Are you getting hungry? Well, just staring at this 57 makes me want to go to the drive-in and get myself a burger. This car had everything that Chevrolet desired for it. She was beautiful. When I was just 14, my 15-year-old brother bought his first car, a 55 Chevy. And I have loved all things 55 Chevy ever since. And this show did not disappoint. It had one two-door hardtop and a couple of two-door posts. This Woody was so cool. I love that treatment on the side. And this custom Buick had more metal flake than a fiberglass ski boat. She was wide and low. One place I always like to stop by, and that's Shannon Watt's art studio. He's a fellow artist, and I like to support him by buying a few prints every year. As you can see, his art is applied a number of different ways. From t-shirts to clocks, everything in between. He and his wife travel the country, going to car shows. And stopping by Boise is a tradition now. Of course, there's many other vendors that are fun to check out, like one of my other favorites, Rat Freak. And if you want the ultimate picture of your car, this is the guy to go to. How about we check out some muscle? Mopars were in force this year. You gotta love a lime green Cuda. And this shade of color, it must have came out of the candy store. Let's check out some Ford muscle from the 60s. This full-size had plenty of go pedal to keep up with anybody. You knew I had to throw in a Chevelle. And it was paint matched to an early Blazer. How cool is that? And this 64 Falcon was absolutely dreamy. And of course, I had to throw in a first-gen Camaro. This car was beautiful. And crossing the finish line of the muscle car group is one of those speedway wonders, a '69 Dodge Daytona. And here's some icing for the cake. A split window Volkswagen Bug. How often do you see one of these? And an early Mustang pedal car. That was so cool. As you're watching these still shots, I'd like to thank each and every one of you for watching my video. So here it goes. Thank you. That was a Steve Martin joke from about 45 years ago. In all seriousness, I do appreciate you watching. Until next time, we'll see you right here on Jesters Garage.